Moving off what Nancy talked about with supporting the war funding, is there a situation where expectations perhaps for Democratic leadership was to get in there and get the soldiers out of Iraq, and in fact that is their intention, but the situation is different when you have a president who will veto things? How does that work when you're talking about a situation when you have to balance what your actual ideals are with the fact of reality in Washington?
Well, that's a good point, and I think that more than anything else, you have to look at the whole concept of compromise, and it's different than being in the majority than when you're in the minority as well. I think that when we look at what we're trying to do with Iraq, we are continually bringing up and bringing to votes Iraq. We have got to get more Republicans on our side. Mm-hmm. We've got to get members of the Senate. The Senate has not been very cooperative in trying to help end the war. We need to, and I think we're going to be doing this, as we put more Iraqi issues to a vote, because I think the American people, and I'm talking about Democrats, Independents, and Republicans, want to see an end to this war. Mm-hmm. And I think that they are going to have to start breaking away from the president and say we've got to do this now. And I think what's going to happen is that as all of these congressmen went home during the month of August, and they're meeting with groups as I have been doing, mm-hmm. They're going to come back with a different perspective. And I think you're going to find that we're going to be moving on ending this war in Iraq.
Congressman Mitchell, quickly back to the phones for a moment. We go to Jeremy in Tempe. Jeremy, thanks for calling Here and Now. You're on the air.
Yes, I respect you a great deal, Representative Mitchell, and I am in your district back in Tempe here, so I'm very pleased that we got you in office here. I am also disappointed, as the earlier caller, that you did support the short-term stopgap on the wireless. I think that's just a tactic to ease you guys into voting a certain way, and then 6 months will come around and, everyone won't dig their heels in as much. My question for you today is, where do you fall with supporting the resolution to impeach Dick Cheney?
Jeremy, thanks for the call. Briefly, Mr. Mitchell.
Yeah, I think that one of the charges that Republicans gave against all Democrats during this last campaign is all they were going to do is go on witch hunts. The first thing they were going to do is going to impeach the president. They're going to impeach Cheney. They're going to impeach all these people and not get anything accomplished. They're going to spend all their time digging and digging. And I think that's not why we were elected. I think we were elected to bring this country in a new direction, this Congress in a new direction. And I think that by impeaching or bringing up the process of impeaching Dick Cheney would, I think, distract from what we are trying to do. And we've been moving this country forward. We've made great strides in energy and education, in veterans, just to name a few. And I think that we don't want to go back there. And I don't want to get caught up into all this long debate and hearings, and people are saying that's the only reason we were elected, because we didn't like him. And I just think that I think the American people are going to be seeing a change here pretty quick in the whole attitude of the administration. If not, the Congress is going to make a difference.
Still